Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm not too bad, thank you. So how are you?
I'm not too bad, not too bad. Was
Good, good.
enjoying the weather today. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Did you catch the eclipse?
I didn't, sadly I didn't.
Were you in bed?
I slept in today. I had one day off, so I took it to my advantage.
Oh, you won't get to see another one for like 15 years?
Fuck, well, we have photos now, so I got a good glimpse of it. If we can count that way.
Okay, so first and foremost, I have to throw a couple of questions from my little girl at you.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you could be a dinosaur for a day, what dinosaur would you be?
Um, oh, there's so many there, and they're all so good. I think maybe a T-Rex because I have small arms, so why not? I think that would be the closest one I could relate to.
You like meat then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, she always likes to know if you have any pets.
I do. I have two dogs, and a hamster. That's all the pets that I could do right now.
Okay, so we've had a couple of questions from the Tumblr.
Hmm.
So this one anonymous person would like to know, how long does it take you to write a song, and what is the writing process like?
It all depends. It depends on what I'm writing about. If it's a personal experience, maybe 10 minutes because it's just easy to write what I want to say. Whereas if I'm writing from someone else's perspective, say if I wanted to write about an incident that I'd seen or something that I hadn't directly been involved in, or like most recent, the songs about television shows or things like that, it may take up to half an hour or an hour because, you have to slip into that sort of person's shoes and think about their feelings and what they would want to say. So it all depends just really on what the song's going to be about. That's pretty much
Cool. Cool.
dependable.
Yeah. Did you ever write songs before that first day you stepped onto stage?
I don't think so. I don't think I was ever into big songs or writing big songs. I think I would write maybe one or two lines of a song and then just give up. I always like doing cover songs or singing someone else's songs. But I think once I got the hang of it, I just enjoyed it and I love writing after that. So I think after the very first song that I wrote, just because, I was bored and I had time, that's when it really started.
Okay, so I guess to follow up with that, what really inspired you to get on the big stage, to leap out of your comfort zone, so to speak?
I think I've always loved the stage, but never in a musical sense. I like drama. I've always been into theatre and plays and things like that. I was always big into drama in school and I love the subject. And I think once I started getting used to small environments like playing with a group of friends or playing to my parents, that was sort of when, maybe I could do this, maybe I could go and perform in front of people at a bigger scale. And that was what really pushed me to do it, that these small groups were really liking what I was doing. And once the very first performance I'd done on stage was definitely the one that just pushed me to do a lot more.
If you could do a duet with any artist out there, living or dead, who would you choose and why?
I think I would have to choose Adele just because she is my biggest inspiration. She just has the voice and the personality and the lyrics and everything that you could want in a musician. She's just definitely I would do a duet with Adele.
Are there any other musicians in your family?
Yeah, I think my whole family is pretty musical. I want to say my mom first off, but she's more of a karaoke singer, so I don't know if that really counts. But my brother's a DJ, and my dad's always been big into guitar and singing and things like that. But it's just mostly me and my brother. We're sort of the two ones that have taken it as a career. I think that's all. But who knows? I've just got a nephew about 5 weeks ago, and you never know. Hopefully he might take
Take
the
them
same
under your
path.
wing.
Yeah.
Friend who works with us on the team, she's called Angie. She would like to know what's the most fun part about auditioning for shows like Britain's Got Talent and X Factor.
I think the hype of it. The experience was just, maybe not so much the auditioning, that was just scary, but the actual sitting with the crowds, waiting and getting to meet different people, and just the whole atmosphere was absolutely brilliant. I would do it all over again, you know. It was brilliant, and the people that you got to see as well, and the talent that was there, you know, things that you don't really get to see on TV. It was just outstanding, and there was so many people that I got to talk to about music and share experiences. It was just a brilliant, brilliant experience.
Do you can ever have a go again?
Maybe in the future, maybe, who knows? I'm not too sure yet. I haven't signed up for anything so far, but who knows?
Yeah. So Angie wants to know, what was the worst part about the auditions?
The waiting times. I mean, I was in a queue for an hour, and my mum was with me, and we had to travel 4 hours to get to Dublin, and then an hour in the waiting line, and then 2 hours to wait for the second edition. So it was long and painful. It was just a very long day. We were there from 7 in the morning until we didn't get home until 10. So it was exhausting. I think that was the worst part.
You don't hear about that side of it.
Yeah.
You don't hear about how long the waiting times are.
Yeah, you always see them waiting, but you never get to know how long they're actually waiting.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
that was definitely the worst part for me.
Okay, so which is your favourite Adele song?
I would say Turning Tables, but recently I've been going back and listening to a lot of Rose stuff, and I think she done a song that said I quit, I'm moving on, and it's a cover. It's just so catchy, but I think that's my favorite one that she's done. It's catchy and it's lively. You know, it's completely different from her other stuff, but
Right.
it's just enjoyable to listen to. You know, I think that's probably my favorite at the minute.
Cool. So, how did you learn to play a guitar?
My dad always taught me whenever I was younger, but it was so basic, and I didn't have any interest in it. But it was mostly YouTube. Like, I think I had the basics down, and I had the interest and the motivation, and at one point I just decided to log on and you know, type in how to play guitar for dummies, and after that, you know, that was me. So after about 6 months, I was able to type in how to learn guitar for not dummies. I think I got to the point where I was able to sort of understand, you know, the basics, and then how to play about with the basics, and just YouTube and different, you know, smaller things, and messing about and playing different things. That's sort of just how it's all came to the point where I am now with it.
Yeah, you go. Okay.
So other than the guitar, do you play anything else, or are you interested in any other instruments, or?
I like to say that I play the piano, but I really don't. I think I can play like 3 or 4 songs, and I can make a tune, but I'm not good at piano. And apart from that, I think I play some tin whistle, but I mean, if you're Irish and you've went to primary school, everyone plays the tin whistle, so that's just a given. I'm not very good at it, but I can say that I can play it.
But it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what the whistle you're listening to.
I've got Irish in my heritage, so I love to listen to like things like the chorus with the Irish music playing through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Sort of our music that we play here with it is sometimes sort of listened to. If they've got a good tin whistle player, then it can be nice. But if you're listening to a bunch of primary 7s play it, it's like
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Are you strictly working only with acoustic guitars, or are you thinking of dabbling into electric guitars, or are you just like, no?
I just love acoustic guitar. I think it's just such a delicate instrument that I think my voice is too soft for any harsher instruments like electric guitar. But about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I sort of signed up with a band, and we've been sort of jamming out and playing some stuff, and we were practicing last night, and we had some electric guitars going, and I think I might give it a go after that practice. Some songs could sound nice on electric guitar, so who knows, maybe in the future at one point.
Well, you can get electric acoustic, can't you?
Yeah, I think I have a semi-acoustic at the minute, and I used to play a bit of electric guitar, but the strings are really harsh as well, and I don't do well with harsh strings, so I don't know, maybe in the future if I get a bit better, I'll see.
Good luck with that one.
Thank you.
What advice would you give to someone out there who's listening, who would like to start a music career but not sure how or where to get started?
I think my biggest advice would be don't take classes unless you're really bad and you need some help. But I think if you enjoy music and you want to do it as a career, the best thing to do is just don't think of it as a career. You know, if you're motivated to do something but feel like you have to do it, it sometimes can slow you down. And probably the best tip that I was ever given was to just do whatever you want with it. Music is something that there's no restrictions, unlike any other job. You know, you don't have anything to wear, you don't have any personality that you have to have, or there's no language code. It's just you and whatever you want to do. And I think that's the most important thing for any musician that wanted to start, would just be to just do it. There's no right time or wrong time. You know, it's just something that you can go straight for and do.
So, obviously, you're a fan of the 100.
Yeah.
What was it about the Lexa-Clark pairing that inspired you so much?
I think it's just, even though it's set so far in the future and it's completely unrelated to the society we live in right now, there are some elements just to that relationship that are so relatable. Whether it be, the whole LGBT aspect, or just the actual restrictions that are in their relationship. You know, it's so relatable. It's such a common instance in so many relationships, you know, where the timing's wrong or anything like that. I think it was heartbreaking to watch, but it was definitely relatable for me. And I guess I just enjoyed the representation as well. It's always good to have some representation for LGBT media.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, we have some difficulties. We're married and we've hit some walls with family, friends, everything.
Yeah. It's
so
always important,
positive.
You know? Yeah.
Anything positive that's out there, it's good for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we have a young lady called Emily on Facebook wants to know if you ship the lock.
You know, I ship them platonically.
Right.
For me, I think they haven't even had a chance, you know, to think about themselves as individuals, especially in the show, you know, where they're put in situations where, you know, people are dying and lives are at stake. And for me, that relationship has never really had an opportunity to even start. So even if I wanted to ship them, I couldn't, because I think right now they're not at a point where maybe romantic interests are a thing for them. You know, that's sort of why Clark and Lexa didn't happen. Clark just wasn't ready, and it's the same for Bellamy, you know. So I don't ship them. I don't see, you know, a reason to at the minute. But if
they can read the books if they want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's canon in the books.
Yeah, if they want 14-year-old, you know, drug addict Octavia, they can read the books, and if they want to do that, but that's always what I would say. If you want the books are good, and if they want Balog, that's definitely where they'll find it.
Yeah, well, the show had to take a different route because it is a TV show.
Yeah.
It's like with Game of Thrones, it's completely different to the books because it has to be.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've got a couple of questions about the show and what I think the show should do and how I think it's going. And honestly, I like the fact that it's different from the books. It's two completely different views, and I think that the way the show's going and how Jason and the writers and stuff have directed it, it's enjoyable to watch, even, you know, as more enjoyable than the books, I would find. That's just my personal opinion, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I'm very picky what I do and don't watch because my attention span is yay big. But every single week, I've really enjoyed the 100.
It's always, it brings something more every week. It's just fantastic.
It is. It's a really, really good program. A young lady from Twitter, right, with the name, sorry, not hashtag, the 100 Lexa 00. She wants to know, how old are you?
I just turned 18 in October, so I'm living the legal life at the minute. It's pretty good.
She wants to know if you're single.
I am. I'm currently single a year, so I'm enjoying that quite a lot. It's been good.
Yeah, she put LOL. Do you write your lyrics yourself?
I do. I think it's enjoyable to write lyrics yourself, but recently I've been sort of collabing, and I do find that interesting to write with other people, sometimes it can be it's a completely different experience. Whenever you're writing lyrics by yourself, there's always, 10 minutes of focus time, and then, an hour of, oh my god, are these lyrics alright? Are they good? So it's different writing with other people, because, you have maybe 10 minutes of focus time and then an hour of, these lyrics are good, because you're both sort of, complimenting each other and also, criticizing each other, but in a way where something productive comes out of it. So I think I might, look into more collaborations with lyrics. I think that's just a fun thing to do.
So what's your, when you are writing lyrics, what's your typical, routine, or what do you do? Do you go off somewhere to get alone and away from everybody? Do you listen to music to get inspired? How does that work for you?
For me, it's just, I like to just sit by myself for, a while, and it always starts with melody. I never write lyrics just from scratch and then put music to it. It's always, I sit with my guitar and I'd be playing a tune, and then lyrics just, they would either come, or if I could never really force myself to write them. I think my mind would just clog up then. So I usually just wait for them. I would just play with the guitar for maybe a couple of days, and then they would usually just come out and form together, and then I would take a break and then come back and reread them, and that would be sort of the first draft of them just coming out and me writing them down, and then the second draft is sort of just me coming over and fixing them up and putting them into some sort of a structure to write and record. So that's usually the whole process of it.
Awesome. And that young lady, she wanted me to let you know that your music is really amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, and an anonymous user on Tumblr wants to know how difficult it is to write a song.
I think
we kind of covered that, but I said that I put in all the questions that you got.
Yeah, I think if you've been doing it for a long time, it doesn't make a difference if you've only been doing it for 10 minutes, if you've just started, or if you've been doing it it's always quite difficult no matter at what point you start, just because it's sort of invasive to yourself. You have to really go in and think about who you are if you're writing it from a personal experience, or if you're if I was to write about, a TV show, it's quite hard to put yourself in that person and think about what they're going to think. But I think once you've done it, it's easy enough if you have the motivation and the attention span to go long enough to actually get it down. So I think it's easy enough if you really want to do it.
When you're just messing about on your guitar, do you self-record yourself sometimes just in case you're oh shit, I forgot to write something down? Or
I wish I did that, because the way I usually do it is I just sing, and then hopefully I can remember what I sung, or if I've sung and I've come up with 2 or 3 lines, I would write them down instantly. But there is sometimes where I'm singing and it's just I sing something and then I'm oh no, what did I sing the first time? But I think I might look into self-recording. I think that would be a good sort of way to start writing songs,
Do you like Chinese food?
Okay.
I love Chinese food. Chinese food is the best food. It is the only thing I eat. If I was allowed to only eat Chinese food, I would only eat Chinese food.
Put these on.
What do you say your name was again?
My name's Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah.
I got so many questions.
You've got so many questions. Go on then, ask her a question.
You sure you won't mind 100?
I won't. You can do 200 if you really want. If we've got time, we can do 200 if you really want.
God bless. Go on and ask a couple of questions, baby doll.
Do you like pet rats?
Oh, I wouldn't mind pet rats, but I don't like normal rats. But if they were my pet, we could deal with them.
Spencer is an angel.
Yeah, Spencer's a lot. He is.
she's got a pet gerbil.
Gerbil.
Right.
They're the little.
Yeah, she's a gerbil.
They're the little weedy
Yeah,
thing.
the tiny one, the tiny ones.
What's your favorite drink?
I like coffee. I like caramel coffee a lot at the minute, but
I like tea.
You've got to
Tea?
let
Do you
her
like
answer
tea?
the question.
Sorry.
We're gonna have to train you up to be a good interviewer, aren't we?
Sorry.
When you ask your guest a question, you have to let them answer.
Sorry. I just got so many questions.
Okay, we
It's
can ask
okay.
another.
It's okay.
You must let her answer, okay? Okay?
Have you tried lasagna?
Yeah, I really like lasagna, especially chili lasagna. Chili lasagna is the best.
Chili lasagna.
Wow.
That's a new one.
You ever
It's
tried that
good.
one?
You should definitely try it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Have you ever tried Hawaiian pizza? It's amazing.
I haven't. Is it good?
It's
the ham and pineapple.
Oh, I have never tried pineapple on a pizza, but I'll make sure to try it next time.
It's very good.
Where do you say she lives?
Ireland.
How far away is that?
Quite a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, can you be her new friend?
Yes, of course.
No, I'm gonna have too many friends.
Talk about your new band that you're with.
They're pretty good. They're good at Sparview. So if you sort of like ambient, chilled out music, sort of electric, they're definitely the type of people to make that type of music, you know. They're pretty good.
I heard, I sort of Googled them and I listened to some of their music and it's sort of stuff that you used to listen to,
Yeah.
so you probably really like it.
Yeah.
They're really good. I didn't expect them to be from the type of people that I met them, and I maybe judged them before I heard their music, you know. And
Yeah.
it's completely different. I've never heard music before like it. We're sort of trying to go through the process of writing songs, and hopefully maybe I can put a bit of my mark on their music, but so far I like what they're doing, so it's pretty good.
That's
you
brilliant.
love Adele. So, but I mean, like, what other kind of music are you into at the moment?
I'm really big into James Young at the minute. He is probably my favourite singer at the minute. Just his music is so good. It's so nice to listen to as well. But I mean, I like jazz. I like Nina Simone, sort of that. Kimbra, she does a lot of her covers. I really sort of enjoy that, sort of taking old songs and reproducing them and making them sort of into a modern twist. I really like stuff like that. So Kimbra's definitely another big influence for me anyway in that sort of department. Etta James is always a good one. I don't know, just a lot of different genres is sort of my forte at the minute. Thank you anyway. Thanks for your time. It's been really good.
Thank you. Absolutely. It's been wonderful to talk to you finally.
Yeah.
You have a good one, and you keep me updated, and I can keep updating the post for you.
100%. Thank you so much.
No worries. You take
Have
care
a
now.
good evening. You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I haven't slept at night. I should have stayed to fight, stayed with you. I know you're not the enemy. You've seen the good that's left in me. I should have stayed with you. You said we deserve better than this, I guess we do. But how can the leader of the ground love the leader of the sky crew? So may we meet again when I can trust my heart and not my brain. Be safe and rescue your friends. Then maybe we can meet again. So if you go to the capital, maybe we can forget it all and you'll stay with me. We won't have to be warriors. We can let down our barriers and you can stay with me. You said we deserve better than this, I guess we do. But how can the leader of the ground love the leader of the sky crew? So